What's up, YouTube? I'm just another guy, and welcome back to my story. I say welcome back. It's like episode 1 part 2, or episode 1v2, I guess, technically. Basically, I did the first 4 or 5 episodes in the beta, and then the beta came out. I think I did the first 3 or 4. Beta came out. I recorded a couple more. I had a few basically in backstock that I was going to edit, render, and record out, just in case I meet a period where I can't record. I would be a little bit ahead, which I thought was fair enough, fair planning. But then Dutch in the Heart, which is left a comment on episode 2, which has just been uploaded, and said that there may be a glitch with determination where it's set very low for most players. And I was sort of reading into it, and then I was also thinking, well, maybe there's a few more bugs in the game that, or in my save, that is going to mean that I might run into issues later on, or it just might not be the optimal game. So I was thinking about it. I was like, okay, I'm on episode 2. I only played 1 game. Hopefully you guys will understand when I say I'm going to give it a restart. I'll aim to try and get back to Geylang International, but if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. Or if a better offer comes up, I'm gonna take it. I'll be honest with you. But anyway, we're gonna start it again. Sorry about the inconvenience, guys. Hopefully, like I say, you'll understand. But yeah, anyway, into creating the person again. It's me. The only difference here is that I've added second nationality as Irish, which is true to me. 87 kg seems a bit generous, but I'll go with that. Yeah, so it's going to be the same. It doesn't matter anyway. Managerial styles, obviously, no. Coaching badges, Sunday League reputation. We're going to change it fully over to managerial style. Leave everything exactly the same as I left it last time. We're going to confirm that, and we're going to start playing. So yeah, just to run through things, just to give everyone a reminder, or people who might see this as episode 1, because I will be calling it episode 1. I'll call the other one episode 0 point something. I'm so stupid like that. I'll change the name. Yeah, so every league is open again. So obviously everything is available to us. I think the jobs available normally change when you go from beta to full game. So I'm not sure if that's going to be the same case here. I'll apply for them all, but let's have a quick look. So, do I recognize anyone? Inter Miami, I obviously noticed the 3 international teams. Yep. Distillery, I think. I remember Ramblers from last time. Do we see Geylang? We do see Geylang International. So maybe, they're in 6th this time. Home United. Well, what Home United? They're in 2nd. But yeah, there are some teams available. Like I said, I'll apply for them all. I'll jump back to you when I get a job. I'll talk about the team a little bit as I see it. And then if we are mid-season, I will also do a first game in this episode, because it only seems fair as a trade-off for having to do episode 1 all over again. So yeah, I'll cut to you when I have a job. Geylang International have offered me the job again. I'm going to take it. It's going to be a little bit earlier than in the V1 because I haven't delayed it a week. But I felt it's only fair that I go back and go at Geylang International and actually finish off what I was 1 game into starting there. But I played a little bit further on in the save, so I do actually want to finish what I started here. I want to go here and actually try and achieve something, and it only feels right that I try and maintain some continuity. So, in terms of what they expect, they want me to sign players under the age of 23. That's fair enough. They want to work within a wage budget. All of these things are very standard. They just want us to be competitive in everything. They're actually in a worse position than they were in the V1 version. They're currently 6th in the league. A little bit ways off Home United and DPMM and stuff like that. So either way, we'll start the negotiations. We'll accept it. Obviously, we're going to take everything they give us. They're going to give us that 1-year deal again. So it means they will be here until the end of next season for Geylang International. And yep. So, obviously they've hired me. Next, well done. We know about their history already. We know about the team somewhat. They've actually gone with a 4-2-3-2 here. And we already know about that. I'll do all these on my own time, like I said. And yes, I'll do all of that stuff. I'll do all this all on my own time once more. But let's talk about the team once again. I don't think there's any differences. I don't think there will be any differences to the one. Oh, I don't know why this is. Oh, there's no scroll down. I was like, why is it scrolling me to the right? And it won't let me drag it. Why is it scrolling me to the right? So, yeah, left wing back, left back. There's actually a left back in the team now. Oh, and a right back. If Ran's been pushed to a right back, he was a centre back in the original game. Oh, it's changed up a bit. So we will be able to play 4 at the back from the get-go. So, and there's Azian, who's a left back. Not just this guy who I saw. Wahid is a defensive midfield, not a centre midfielder. Aplin is still an attacking midfielder. Still got an abundance of strikers. We could play a 4-4-2 here. We could play a 4-2-3-1. Afran on the left. Mishwan was a left midfielder last time. shows the changes the game makes in between beta to full game. I didn't realize it would be this drastic. Even at a team like this, where it's quite a small team, I wouldn't expect major impacts to happen, but positions have completely changed. But yeah, we're in charge. We've now got our first game coming up against Geylang Unicorn. So that'll be the first game I'll show you in this episode. Then it's the League Cup, the close of the transfer window. So what I will do is I will cut this now. I'll do a lot of action off screen, so that'll be transfers, any that I do make, and also tactically and all sorting that stuff out. Meet you back for this game, and we'll do this one on camera. I think our first game was against Warriors last time. I think the formation, I think the fixture's the same. So yeah, we'll do this game on camera in this episode, talk about tactics and transfers, anything else that we do, and we'll be at the same spot we were 2 episodes in. Okay, once again, I want to apologise for this, but I mean, it looks like I've made the right choice by sort of restarting all of this. So many changes have been made between beta and full game release. So yeah, another reason why it was probably the right choice to restart this save, despite the inconvenience of having 2 episodes that mean nothing now, is that under 23 manager job is available. So during my entire time playing the previous beta version of the save, I didn't see one youth job at the international level become available. And now I've got a whole line of offers here. So I'm going to talk about the 2 that I'm actually interested in. So it was these top 3, I'll be honest with you, in the Oceania part of the world. It's Samoa, Papua New Guinea and Fiji. Now Samoa aren't particularly good, 195th ranked in the world. I won't be going for them. It's between Papua New Guinea and Fiji. So Papua New Guinea, 167th ranked in the world. 1-star league. They've got a first and playing in Auckland City. And I think the rest will probably play for in their own country. And then we've also got Fiji. So who have got Scott Warrows at Stoke. A few that are actually playing in some leagues abroad, I believe. 1-star nation, 166th rank in the world. So slightly higher ranked in the world. I think I'm going to go with Fiji, to be honest. It basically, it's a coin toss, really. But actually, let me have a look. Yeah, it's a coin toss, if I remember correctly. Yeah, because if I go to the under-23 fixtures, we've got the Olympic qualifiers coming up. And they have got Vanuatu, I think that's pronounced. Could be wrong. I'll correct myself if that is. Tonga and Fiji. So as you can see, whoever we take charge of here will end up playing the other team. But this is an opportunity to actually get to the Olympics. Now, I think it's unlikely because I'm not too sure how this works, but I think one team actually progresses through. But look, Fiji are past winners of this competition. They've pipped New Zealand, who are obviously the strongest nation here by far in Oceania. But we're going to go with Fiji because I do think it gives us a chance of maybe achieving something. And plus, under 23 manager, it's technically just one stage off being a full-time proper national team manager. So we're going to take that, and I don't think that will affect our ability to do the Geylang International job. Yep, I've named Geylang International manager. Was divide his time between club and country. This is fantastic. So we've got 2 jobs off the get-go. As you can see, there's our world rankings. Doesn't really matter too much. Like I said, we're under 23 manager, so we're not going to care too much about anything else. This is apparently our best nation, is our best team. Sorry, it says a 4-2-3-1. We'll have a look. I'm not too sure if we'll do that. Finally, don't hesitate to know. Blah blah blah. I'd like to welcome you to the Fiji under 23 setup, and there we go. So we've got ourselves 2 jobs now. Before I've even played. Manage 1 game. So when is my first game for this? We've got a friendly against Papua New Guinea, Solomon Islands, in the build up to the Olympic qualifiers. So I think what I'll do is I'll actually, when this time comes around, when the qualifiers do actually finally arrive, I'll put them all in one episode. We'll do a little sort of special. We'll do the 3 group games, and then if there are any games after that, obviously we'll put them in a different video, just so the length of the video isn't a big giveaway of how far we go. But yeah, this is something that wasn't even available. Like I want to reiterate, I played fairly far ahead. I was starting my next season with Geylang International, and this never once came available to me. I kept looking out for under 23 jobs, under 19 jobs, because I think it's a fantastic aspect of being such an unknown manager. You can normally get these jobs, help build reputations, and maybe even win things, which is just a massive help to your reputation, obviously. But anyway, back to Geylang International. Yes, it's only I don't think I've been here too long. We're about a week away from the game now, so I'm going to jump back, but I just want to mention a few more things I noticed about this team. So I've given away a formation a little bit, but we'll talk about that before the game kicks off itself. But players really did drastically change formations. It really is bugging me because we have, as you can see, I'm trialing in a lot of people. There's an Australian, Safdari, who was actually a centre-back in the original beta save. Ifran obviously was a centre-back. Anua was a striker, who is now one of my best centre-backs in this team. Mishwa obviously was a left midfielder. Anyone else I'm noticing? I think those were the changes. But yeah, there's such drastic changes because a centre back to a defender, like Mishwan from a left mid to a right mid, fair dues. A centre back to a right back, fair enough. These are things that can change in the course of a couple games. A right back being pushed, a centre back being pushed out wide, or a right back being pushed in the centre. Roles can change very drastically like that. But from a striker to a centre back doesn't really make too much logical sense in my mind. So yeah. Just weird thing I've noticed, and it's kind of thrown me off because I'm like, oh yeah, you're a centre back now, right? Yeah, cool, yeah. It's just anyway, like I say, I'll cut back for the first game in charge of Geylang. It's game day. Yes, it's time to make our managerial debut once again. This time against Geylang Unicorn at home. So, going to talk about the transfers very briefly. So things are still going on. We've got about a week to try and sort things out. Now, I've got rid of quite a few players. I'm not happy with the squad that I've inherited. So, in the outs, we have loaned out Arif. He has gone out on loan to SAFSA. I don't know what that is. Ismaili has gone out to Singapore Rec Club. Geylang, we sold to Geylang United. He was our first choice keeper before I came. Dreadful. So out he went. He's gone to Geylang. And Brian Tan, he's gone out on loan, attacking midfielder. Just basically not a lot of quality in depth, not a lot of quality in general. And as a result, I've decided I want to get rid of a lot of them and bring in my own people. Only one transfer to talk about though on the ins, and it is Noor Azil Yusuf, 36 years of age. We don't have that clause obviously where we have to keep it under the age of 30. So we've gone with Yusuf, who did used to play for this club, so he's basically left and come back again, but he's going to be a very useful player for us. He's going to be back up for the right back and centre back role, and with our right back currently being injured since I've joined, he picked up an injury, we will be using him in this game, so we had to kind of get him in quickly. Now there are still things that I plan on doing on the ins. Asman, a left midfielder I'm looking to bring in. He's not great, but he'll do at least till the end of the season. Elsewhere, I'm trying to bring in a goalkeeper. If I just look at the team in general, bear in mind we do have an injury to our first choice left back, but he's nothing to write home about. You can just see that we need a goalkeeper, we need a left back, we need a left midfielder if we're going to be playing this 4-4-2. Now, we've got a lot of striking quality here, but Palmer as the foreign player is not going to be needed. We can only register 2 foreign players of any age, and Maguire is fantastic. Maguire is world class at this level. Not world class, he's a star player at this level. But Matthew Palmer isn't anything extraordinary. He's not worth the foreigner spot in my opinion, especially when we've got people like Samian, like Teh, even Ferran, who can play a decent little backup role. These are all fantastic strikers that should be and could be starting for us. Obviously, I'm going to start Palmer today. I do think he's an absolutely cracking player if I show you him once more. I do think he's a good player. I think he can do that target man role to great efficiency due to his height, but not enough to use up one of our 2 very vital foreigner spots. So we will be looking to sell him, whether it's this season, which I don't think is going to be likely. He's just joined the club this year, so as a result, he's very reluctant to leave. But if once this season ends, I will be looking to move Palmer on and try and use that foreigner spot somewhere else on the starting 11. So, I don't think he's got much of a future, but we're going to go forward with him. I can't get rid of him in this transfer window, so we're not going to be able to bring in a foreign player. It limits us to Singaporese? Fuck me. Senegalese? Sorry, that was dreadful. Senegalese, that's fucking Senegal. Anyway, Singaporean players, my bad. I don't know if I can take a second to think about that. But yeah, we're going to bring in Singaporean players, which does limit us, means we do have to kind of pay over the odds for these players because obviously there's only a finite amount of decent players from Singapore, so we're going to have to, pay about 10 to 15k. I'm trying to bring in a left back who I've tried to sign. If I show you him right now, actually, I've tried to bring in a left back as Camis. But what I did is I kind of messed up the negotiation to start with. I didn't want to pay him the wage that he wanted. As a result, he's not willing to negotiate with us. Hopefully, I'll get another attempt before the end of the transfer window. Former player of ours when we were Geylang United, not International. But yeah, hopefully I'll get him in before the end. He's a left back. Just trying to solidify that defence up a little because it is a weakness, our fullback area. Like I say, ideally, I'm bringing a goalkeeper. I do think we can make midfield work at least to the end of the season, and then we'll focus on improving that in going into the season after. Yes, 4-4-2. It did actually change up from the one you saw. With the tactic, I'm going to be playing a counter-fluid kind of tactic. I've edited a little bit to try and suit my needs. But, you can play sweeper keeper. Fantastic. But yeah, I was going to go with a 4-2-3-1. But with the amount of strikers that we have, I feel like we've got to be utilising them. If it doesn't work out, if the 4-2-3-1 doesn't really pan out the way I'm envisioning it going, I will change back to this because Aplin is a fantastic attacking midfielder. Maguire is a fantastic centre midfielder. Van Hoosen is good for this level. Seberin is good for this level. So there are players here that can put this formation. Obviously going forward, again into next season, because I'm already kind of thinking ahead. This is halfway through the season, obviously. We'll see what we can do this year, but either way, I'm going to be here next year. So I'm already kind of thinking ahead. Moving into that, we would need a left attacking midfielder. We will probably need obviously both fullbacks and a goalkeeper again. So because I don't think we need a striker with the ones we have, any additional ones. So this is something more for the future, but for now, we're going to be going into the 4-4-2. Pretty bog standard in terms of roles. Fullback support, sweeper keeper, 2 centre backs, 1 stopper, 1 cover. 2 wingers support. Ferran can't really do left midfield too well, but he's better than Myong, and Mishwan can't really play in that position. Mishwan's played well this season, but he's not going to start out for me on the team. In midfield, we've gone centre midfield, defender with Maguire, and advanced playmaker attack for Aplin. Maguire is just someone who's I'm struggling to find. Well, he can play sort of any role in midfield, to be honest with him, because he's just so good for this level of football. Well, I want to try and get the most out of him and playing in the right position. So, I know I mentioned this briefly in the voiceover I did for my second episode when I corrected it and uploaded it. But yeah, don't really know what to play. So, I've gone with centre midfield support. I said midfield defend because I want a defensive midfielder out of the 2 that we'll have. He's going to be the guy to do that because Aplin going forward is better than most that we have at this level. He's actually advanced. He actually is an attacking midfielder. I would want to play him there, but for now we're going to drop him a little deeper and still allow him to venture as far forward as he's willing to go. He's got great physical stats to allow him to do that. And up top we've got a poacher and a target man, a big and little combination up top. The formation is a short passing, run at the defence, slightly higher tempoed formation. Things may change here and probably will. I'm not sure about the slightly higher tempo. That may drop down. We are also going to have counter-pressing, when the possession is won, and also quick distribution from the goalkeeper. And as a defensive unit, we're going to play low, we're going to sit lower, we're going to engage lower, we're going to press more urgently when we do finally press. We're going to get stuck in when tackling. Defensive width is going to be standard. I think that's narrow to start off with. So in a standard fluid counter attack. So that's the team. That's the formation. Let me just sort out the bench quickly. Sorry, I forgot to do that. We are going to have Deja and also that guy. Good luck pronouncing that. We are going to have Mishwana. We are going to have Kazman. We're going to have Samion, and we're going to have Tet as well. We're going to put 2 strikers on the bench. So yeah, two defenders, 2 midfielders. 2 strikers. We don't actually have enough under 23s on the pitch. So Razik, you are going to get your debut today in goal, so we can make the under 23 rules. So something to bear in mind with this league. We have to field 3 under 23s. We can't have more than 6 over 30s registered. We have to have 2 foreigners maximum registered. We've got a lot of rules to kind of think about when going into the transfer market. Got to try and make sure I'm signing young players as well as good enough players. Let's ask the assistant for opposition instructions. But yes, let's kick off. First game in charge of the club, 2.0. We won our other game, our first game in V1. Let's see if I can do it again. Oh, sorry, I forgot this. Why is this reset? This should be key. Match highlights very fast. Boom, boom, boom. I like 3 speed. Direct to cams. Let's go. Geylang International. Negata. Unicorns. Nothing's really happened. 7 minutes in. It's the first highlight of the game. I'm going to lower the speed a little bit because I think it's moving a bit too quick for my liking. As they're going to counter it. Oh, I was about to say we're not even going to see the goal because I was changing the speed. But Negata Unicorns have a fantastic opportunity to take the lead and don't make it capitalise. Oh, I forgot to mention we're on cautious mentality. Might have short passing on and stuff like that, but I do want a cautious mentality when approaching these games. At least to start off with, we'll see how good we are in comparison to the league. Like I said, we're expected to just be competitive, so we can't be that good. So we'll take it a bit cautiously, see how things go. No highlight, 33 minutes. Are we going to see our first attacking highlight of the game? It's a pretty poor attempt of a cross. Aplin's way deeper than I'd actually like to see him. But that is a good ball out to Van Holzen, who's got a lot of time and space. Not a good cross. It's blocked. Oh, it's a defensive howler. And Saberin with the goal gives us the lead 1-0 up against Nagata Unicorns. And like I said, it was a defensive mistake, but it was a fantastic ball by Applin into the right areas. Van Holzen nearly got the right cross in. Don't know what that clearance is. I think it bounces off the back of Saberin. Tasaka heads it back towards the goalkeeper, but it's a really poor header, and Saberin is able to capitalise on it. Top goal scorer in the season for our team this season. Adds another goal to his tally. Saberin 1-0 up. Geylang International in the same position we were in V1 version. And Van Huizen with the ball on the right. Yusuf Debuton, like I say, 34 years of age, playing with fullback. He's probably, I don't think he's got the physicals necessarily to completely utilise that role. What a fantastic ball by Maguire. Get it into Saberin. He rounded the keeper and missed. Wow. Anyway, 1-0 up at half-time. They've had no shots on target, but a fantastic click opportunity. We have 2 debutants in the team. Obviously, Razik as well. Razik, sorry. Pronounced that correctly. In goal. So, yeah, nothing to write home about. Nothing to get too excited about in this game. 2 chances. 1 goal. Obviously, a defensive mistake as well. But we're not completely being outclassed here. Coming into this, I was a little bit worried that we would be outclassed with all the changes to the team and stuff. We've actually had fullbacks this time, which is obviously good. I don't have to play that ridiculous 3-4-3 formation that I was trying to field. Saying that Unicorn have the attack, and they've blazed it wide. That is a decent opportunity for them. Nakamura, I assume he is one of the foreign players in their team, the right midfielder. We're going to consider making some substitutions. Palmer has not had the best game. We're going to bring Samion on. I believe Samion... How tall are you, Samion? 5'7". I think Saberin is the tall one. Yep, 6 foot. We're going to swap you 2 around. He's going to be Poacher. Can't really play target, man. Pressing forward then. We'll go pressing forward for this. Ferran is going to come off. We're going to bring Wishwana on. I know he's not a left midfielder anymore, but by God, I'm going to try and get him trained out there. Bring him on for the last 10 minutes or so. We're going to... If no shot on target, I'm happy with that. We're going to tell people to tighten up a little bit. We are going to change the instructions to waste a bit of time. Just for now, actually, with that in mind, we're probably going to want to change that to not distribute quickly. Slow the pace down. I know we're still got some counter-attacking mentality on, I guess, you know, with the kind of get forward quickly or quick movement of the ball with our passing, but we don't want to give away this 1-goal lead. Yusuf with a shocking ball into Applin, played him right into trouble, and this could be a counter-attack goal. No, it's not. It's cleared away. Good defending from the team. Interruptions can be a bit annoying, but anyway, back to the game. Just still not completely over this highlight, but we did clear the initial danger. Moves us up to 6th in the table, 4 points off the top 2, which are the Asian competitions. So, actually, they've still got an attack here. Wow, that is a... It looked like a fucking hard tackle, and it looks like it could be a red card. Christopher's been sent off. All right, fair dudes, fair dudes. That looked like a bad challenge, and apparently it was. We're going to... Right. Samion's going to stay on the pitch. We're going to have Saberin drop back there. We're going to have him go more central, advanced player maker, because I don't like a poacher up front by himself. We're going to take him off, obviously. We're going to actually bring on this lad back here, and we're going to swap these 2 around. Have... Right, let's give this one a go. Ready? Pugiono. That's gonna be it. Now I'm sticking with it. Pugiono is gonna be left midfielder. Mishwana over on the right hand side. Again, he can't play right mid. He went from a nice little left mid to have in the team to a right attacking midfielder that can't be used anywhere. Like, he could play left wing back, left mid in the previous version of the game, in the beta version, but now he's just a right attacking midfielder. But either way, we've won the game. We've come out on top. And that's a good way to start. Another 1-0 victory. But I swear to God, that is very, very suspicious. Let's hope so we can continue the form. I know in the previous version, which sadly you guys won't see, I didn't manage to keep up the good streak. I think I lost my next 6 games in a row, or maybe drew 2 of them. It wasn't a good start. Let's hope I don't have this one in this version. So... defied a lot of expectations so far this season, climbing steadily in the table. Now, something I will say about this league is that it is very hard to distinguish yourself between other teams. In the end, it comes down to how good are your foreign players. Obviously, it's a great win. Because the Singaporean players are very similar leveled, it's hard, like I say, to really, unless you get the whole Singapore starting 11, and looked fantastic. He became an English player, and if you get all of them, then fantastic. You've got the best team in the league by far. You don't really need to worry about the. So I'm getting distracted by the questions. It's not something. Do I want to? Yeah, we'll confirm that because it's part of our. What is it, code of conduct now? But yeah, it's hard to really distinguish yourself between other teams. That's what I've noticed anyway, playing in this league. And so for us to really stand out, we're going to have to either nail the tactic or really hope that our foreign players stand out. Now, Palmer didn't have a good game in that. It's his first one. Maguire played all right, and he will hopefully continue to play okay. But yeah, optimistic start. Formation looked a lot better than the 3-4-3 that I was playing in the V1 version. But where will I meet you back? So, Tampines next. Warriors FC, then we go into a League Cup game. Now, the League Cup is a league system. You play 3 games against 3 teams, and then from that you go into a semi-finals and a final, I believe, or quarter-finals and a final. Might be quarter-finals and a final. How many teams in this league? 8 teams, 2 groups of 4. Yeah, so it goes into a semi-final and a final. So, or there's not even. Maybe one team doesn't enter. I don't know. I think it's 2 groups of 4 either way. Semi-final and the final. So I will meet you back for probably the last game of that League Cup. Give us a good chunk of games to go over. The remainder of July, the rest of this transfer window, we'll go through that game, play that on camera, and then any progressive, and then obviously see where we go in the Cups. If we can get a final, that's fantastic. If not, oh well. Just see hopefully that this club develops, and I can bring in players that I need to, because we do need to strengthen a few areas. But they'll need to be young, because I don't have many under 23 players. The joys of managing in foreign leagues, with weird ass rules. Either way, guys, this is it for now. Hopefully you've enjoyed episode 1v2. Again, apologies for this, but you can already see it's been a big change from this one. I've got 2 jobs now. Players are all playing in different formations. I've actually got fullbacks compared to V1. So I think I made the right choice. Hopefully you guys do think so too. But either way, until next time, peace out.